What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are doing a little update video here. A couple things have changed since my last one, of course. We start with the bad. So the clownfish had laid eggs again, and every time they do, they get pretty aggressive. They decided to just start beating the clams up. The Maxima has not really wanted to open much since then. The Durasa was closed up like the Maxima, but is now starting to open back up. Yeah, just ornery. And normally the clams are sitting about right where that shadow was from the fish. Yeah, they would shove them all the way over here to the corners. And I mean, just mean to them. Never had them do that before. It is what it is. Clowns being clowns. We did add that anemone back there. I just added him yesterday. What we were hoping is, I have 3 clownfish. At one point, I had just the female, and she would chase out whatever clownfish I would put in there. So we tried something different, and we threw 2 in there to make 3 total. And it worked. They've been happy for the last, I would say, 3-4 years. But when they lay eggs, they push the little one out. And the wife thought he was lonely and he didn't have an anemone, so now he has an anemone. I also added the local fish store. They got a whole bunch of real nice rock flower anemones. So picked up that one right there. I may pick up another one. Good size too. I mean, that's probably 3 inches wide at least, and it's not fully open right now. Yeah, we ended up picking up some more coral. This big giant green Monty right here was out of somebody's tank that they were breaking down. I even trimmed some of it before I glued it in. Picked up that digitata there, the one right there on the side. Those were, again, they were free. Same with that orange one there, and the one right there to the left of the green Monty. Yeah, the guy broke his tank down, so they were just sitting in the store, and the store owner told me to take what I wanted. I also put some in my tank at work that I'll zip over to and here in a minute. What else? This wall frog spawn we got right here. This is out of the office tank as well. It, like I said, wasn't kind of designated on the website. They took the picture kind of down like that, so you couldn't tell if it was a branching or a wall, and it did not fit for what I wanted to do at work. So it's here. The other Max Mini anemone's doing good on that side. Of course, the mushrooms are all doing good. Fish are doing great. Nice and fat. That fox face used to be pretty skinny. He's bulking up finally. Yeah, for the most part, everything doing real good. I did 2 things. I switched over to Aquaforest, the probiotic salt, trying to keep nitrates and phosphates in check, as he's not a very small fish. The fox face is getting bigger. This is only a 45 gallon plus 15 gallon sump, so 60 gallons at the most tank of water. So, yeah, trying to do what I can to try to keep nutrients in check. I started vodka dosing, and that seems to have helped a bunch. I haven't changed. I take that back. I did a water change yesterday only because I haven't done one in probably 2.5 weeks. And for a minute there, I was changing water probably twice a week, just trying to keep everything in check. Now it's on cruise control now. I've actually had to dose phosphate because it was getting it down too low. I did catch it before it bottomed out, but it was a 0.02. So I've been trying to keep it around a 0.05 to 0.1. But yeah, for this tank, I'm super happy with it. It's doing good. If that clams would go back to normal, that would be awesome. Sucks, they were doing really good too. Like I said, one is starting to open back up at least. You could see the Maximus thinking about it, but we'll see what he does. What else? And I think wrapping it up on this one, isn't it awesome when your anemone decides to attach to your Neptune par meter? So I think now we're running like I think it says 8 par down there. So yeah, light is actually working out very good, very good. We haven't had any other nuisance type of algae since. I'm getting good growth. Everybody seems pretty happy. You know, Montes don't normally need that much par at that spot. The par right there is 300 to 350. Or 200 at the bottom. So they're doing great. I don't know if this Digi's gonna make it in the middle. It had bleached a little bit before I got it, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, these were all freebies from the fish store. This one's doing pretty good, so I can't complain about that one. Yesterday, that anemone right there on the right, it decided it wanted to be where that Digi was. I'm glad to see that it went somewhere else, because that's always my luck. But yeah, that's the update on this tank. Let's cruise over to my tank in my office at work. All right, so we're here at the office, checking out progress on this one. It's a little early. Corals are just opening up. But they're doing good. We had a coral right there on that rock. I don't know if y'all remember from the last one, little acro. It was brown when I got it. It's one of the corals I got from the local fish store. The guy was breaking his tank down, but it wasn't very happy when I got it. So I threw it in here to see what I could do with it. But yesterday it started bleaching, so I went ahead and pulled it out, put something else there. Either I want a bird's nest or something like that, but I don't want something that grows that fast. So I'm kind of looking around to see what's out there. And the elephant in the room. Yeah. So I know, 20-gallon tank, self-in tang. Y'all are gonna hate me now, huh? He's a baby. He's the same. I don't even think he's as long as the clownfish. Local fish store didn't have any, good algae eaters. They had a lawnmower bloomy, but I'm not a fan of that one. I've I've used them back in the day, and I never had good luck with them. I wanted a tail spot blenny, but they never could get any for some reason. And I didn't feel like ordering that fish and then having to pay shipping and everything else. So he had some babies in stock, sail fins. There was 3 of them. So this was the ornery one, but he's been doing good. He pecks the rocks a lot. Feed him seaweed almost every day. So I know he'll be 18 inches next week, but yeah, nah, he should be good. He should be good in here for a couple years, and that's about as long as this tank is going to be up and running. So I'll be doing another fish tank at home. Plus, I'm gonna start growing some coral, selling some coral. So I'll always need grazers in that. But for now, he'll work good in here. He's been doing good. He, like I said, eating real good. He's a baby, so it's always kind of a risk getting him this small. But he eats well. There's nothing in here to bother him, so he's happy. He won't be forever, but as long as you got a plan, that's all that matters. But yeah, at the end of the day, this tank's doing well. Always looking for some new scullies. I figure I'll get a couple more of those, put something to replace that one that I got rid of, and yeah, let this tank do its thing. It's doing good, staying real stable. I'm using Aquaforest Reef Plus, and I mean, as you can tell, I have enough stuff to add if it needs it, but that's all just kind of backup for just in case. So far, doing a water change once a week. I've been doing 2 gallons every Monday, and alkalinity staying 7, 8, 8.0, right around there. Calcium's 430, magnesium's 1350. So my last test for phosphate and nitrate was phosphate was 0.11, and nitrate was a 7.0. So I'd like to keep everything about there, and I think we'll be in good shape. So not bad for a little office tank. But that'll be the only 2 fish that are in here. If I ever do need to pull him out, I'll find something else small to put in here, but I don't know. He's been in here for, I want to say a week and a half-ish. So, but other than that, guys, there's your update on this little mini reef tank. And we'll catch y'all in the next one.